Good morning, everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So just starting off with Euro USD, and I'm starting off on the weekly today. Just to highlight something here. So we've got a weekly trend line that has been formed basically in the first 3 months of the year. Let's just get it exact. Just want to drag this down. There it is there. So the first two fractals is what defines my trend line. There, it's tested it 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, and at this stage we are kind of closing above it, or not closing, but we're getting above it. Still 2 days to go in the week, so nothing concrete yet, but this does look like some kind of a potential break of this trend line. So have a look at the 8 hour. So when you look at the 8 hour, you see that we have broken through that trend line, and we do have 3 areas of potential support here. So this is typically what we need to pay attention to. So let's just get down to the hour, have a look at what's required for today. And you can see a pretty big move up, bit of a consolidation, trying to find support here. So for me, any pullback onto this zone here is going to be a fairly interesting zone. So that is at 098973 and 099116. Just bear in mind that 1 obviously is going to be a lot of overhead resistance as well, somewhere around there. Okay, so pull back into this area, then I would be expecting to target 99520 and pretty much 1 dead. Moving on to USD Japanese yen. Very similar setup here. So let's get onto the weekly as well, and you can see it's been a very strong weekly trend all through the year. And I've been saying for the last couple of weeks, I'm a little bit concerned about what I'm seeing, and you can see we've had a rejection last week, and that looks like another rejection for me. I'd only be interested in looking to short once we get below 145.877. But if we start drilling down to levels that we need to be trading, you can see big up, big down, a bit of a triangle break as I gave you yesterday. We broke the downside. Oscillators have eased off quite dramatically. Still potentially an area to get support, but what we are seeing here is a bigger triangle as well. So have a look there. There was our triangle that we had yesterday, kind of faked out to the top and then dramatically broke out to the downside. And as I mentioned yesterday, because we're below the moving averages, that was probably the better option to pick, was any break to the downside, but there wasn't really any opportunity on this break actually to get through. You can see pin bar there, broke through the triangle, came back to the apex as it always does, and then just continued through. So for me at the moment, very interesting situation. If we get back to test this, well, it's actually a zone, and we're there on the one end already. So we have closed above that level, so that's level null and void. Let's just put it up to the next area. So there's 2 things to pay attention to. First one is 148.519 and then 148.714. So we're looking for a pullback into the zone, and we have a potential opportunity to continue selling. Start dropping below the low of yesterday, validates a bigger triangle, and a bigger triangle move is pretty much equal to that move from there. But I would argue that the first level of support is going to be at 145.877. So very interesting scenario on the dollar at the moment. British pound, Japanese yen, we're sort of just hovering here at the moment. I mean, there's still nothing that I would be interested in. Still with the trend line, staying above the moving averages. Don't like the oscillators at the moment, so I would expect another pullback, the bottom of the range here sometime this week. If we do start breaking up above this zone here, and that is 170.100, then obviously we'd look for the pullback on that and then trade this range break to the upside. But for me at the moment, nothing concrete. Still sit and wait. We need to get above that, or alternatively we'll need to get below 167.300 for anything else to materialize. Lastly, Euro British Pound, pretty much the same situation here on the pound. So range bound at the moment. It does look like uh, we're possibly going to be lining up for a break to the downside. But as I said yesterday, for as long as we're as long as we're in between the moving averages like this, and the moving averages are flat, we are ranging. There's no reason to be looking for a opportunity at the moment. So we did have a fairly strong break to the downside. We have tested the 155. We've got a crossover here. Does look like a bit of a flag forming. So my suggestion here would be pretty much a London breakout strategy. So first 8 1-hour bars. Let me just show you here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's just say 7. Sorry, daylight savings hasn't kicked in yet. So there's your first 7 bars. You can see the break. There's the range target. There's the 161.8 extension, and there's the 261.8 extension. So basically 3 targets in the day. Don't always get that. Often you take the range target and then leave a little bit on for the other 2 targets just in case. So for today, similar kind of setup, I would say something like that, and then a continuation to the downside. If we do start breaking below this level here, 086817, then I think you have pretty much a move all the way down to the 2618 extension here. And there is a lot of tails in this space. So that's kind of the situation that I see at the moment. So pay attention to this. Could be an early breakout. You can do that on the 15-minute. Just pay attention to what's happening within the range as you put the range in. Anyway, that's it for me on Forex. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.